All right, this is a few days after the hurricane. Uh, a week, over a week, and like 10 days after. Anyway, we had trees that had fallen on several houses. This whole area here was all blocked off because trees had fallen across and we couldn't go anywhere. So it's been, like I said, 10 days of cleaning up. So they've actually done pretty good. Right, this road in front of us we couldn't go to because there was trees all over the place down there. So I was forced to go through here. There, right around here, there was a house that had two trees on top of it. There are a lot of houses that had one, but I only found two houses that had two trees on them. So we'll drive by and see how much better or worse this area is. Hey. See, it was, I guess it should be fairly obvious which ones they are. This one here looks like it must have had at least one because it's got all the shingles things fixed on it. Yeah, this is the one with two trees. So, as you can see, two trees fell in that house. And, in that area over there were so many trees down. It was just crazy how many trees were down. It looks like they're doing a pretty good job of cleaning them up and getting the houses somewhat protected. Now this area over here I didn't go to because it was so bad. There are so many trees everywhere that I just couldn't. I just wasn't allowed to get there. So we'll see how it is today. I got some people in a staging area over here, looks like. Not sure for what. I expect to take it fairly slow through here. It's going to be downhill, so it's going to end up going pretty fast for a little bit. But overall, except when I'm going downhill, I'll try to keep it under 12 miles per hour or so. You can see a lot of people have been cleaning up their yards and they haven't had a pickup yet. So they've got old branches and stuff out in front of your house. Now my house, I kind of lucked out in the fact that I didn't have any branches that were very big at all in my yard. My neighbors had a tree on across their fence, tore up their fence, and down the street, like 3 or 4, there was several trees down on the power lines, and like one a gigantic tree fell, which was pretty bad. Took out part of a house, a little bit of the house next door, plus tore up the a transformer. So I wiped out a few houses there in that area. Even 10 days later, I've got reports that there's 1,300 people still without power, and that some of those people could be without power for months. because the infrastructure was torn up so badly that they don't have replacement parts. Hey. So that's pretty bad, not having replacement parts. I was trying to find out, I wonder where they get their replacement parts from. Hope it's not China. Might be, with the way we manufacture everything overseas, but hopefully not. Well, since I got a few minutes to talk about e-bikes, let's talk about something I was reading lately, which is trends in e-bikes and how diverse the e-bikes are becoming. Initially, most e-bikes were designed with urban commuting in mind, offering battery-assisted rides for the city dweller who wanted an eco-friendly alternative to cars or public transportation. One of the very initial bikes that I had was you had a bike and you added a motor to it, and now you had an e-bike. That was quite a few years ago when I had done that. Now it's being specialized manufacturers who are handling it. Technological advancements is driving this, and the desire for more tailored experiences instead of a one-size-fit-all approach, which is what we had to start off with. Manufacturers are now increasingly focusing on specialized categories designed for unique application. These categories include cargo e-bikes, folding e-bikes, mountain e-bikes, and utility or / hybrid e-bikes, which would include kind of the performance type, which is that's gaining in popularity, which is one of the reasons I talked about it in my last video. Each type addresses a different set of requirements and appeals to a particular audience. One of the fastest growing categories is cargo e-bikes. These are designed to carry heavy loads, whether it's groceries, children, or even commercial goods. Cargo e-bikes are becoming popular among urban families who are looking to ditch the second car for daily tasks like school runs, shopping. They are also catching the attention of businesses for urban deliveries, allowing companies to navigate traffic more efficiently while reducing their carbon footprint. According to recent trends, companies like Tern and Rad Power Bikes are leading the charge in developing cargo e-bikes with higher load capacities and improved stability. With specialized cargo racks, long rear decks, and even child seat attachments, these bikes are designed for the urban utility. In addition, government incentives and urban mobility policies are supporting the adoption of cargo e-bikes in cities where traffic congestion is a significant problem. What's especially exciting about the cargo e-bikes is their ability to reduce reliance on cars, contributing to a greener urban environment. With electric assistance, even heavy loads feel manageable, making cargo e-bikes a practical alternative for a far range of users. The next category I'm going to talk about is folding e-bikes, which cater to individuals who need portability and flexibility in their transportation options. These bikes can be folded up and carried onto public transportation, stored easily in small apartments, or packed into a car trunk. Folding e-bikes are ideal for commuters who may need to combine different modes of transportation, such as riding a train and then cycling to work for the last part. The challenges for manufacturers have been creating folding e-bikes that balance compactness with performance. Advances in battery design and hinge technology now makes it possible for folding e-bikes to be both powerful and portable. They produce highly portable e-bikes that don't compromise on ride quality. For city dwellers with limited storage, or those who value multimode commuting, floating e-bikes offer a convenient and practical solution. They provide the same electric assistant benefits as larger e-bikes, but in a form factor that's easy to transport and store. There are things I like about the floating e-bike, and so I'm glad that they have them, but so far most of them seem a bit too small for me, so I prefer my next category, which is mountain e-bikes. They're usually huge. I like that. They have made off-road biking accessible to a broader range of people, including myself. Traditionally, mountain biking has been a sport for the very fit, requiring high levels of stamina and strength to navigate steep trails. However, with the introduction of the e-mountain bike, riders of various skills can now experience the thrill of off-road biking. E-bikes are usually the e-bike mountain bikes are equipped with robust motors and long-lasting batteries so that riders are able to tackle the steep climbs and rugged terrain with ease. Brands like Specialized and Trek have created models specifically designed for trail riding, with features such as wider tires, full suspension, and higher torque motors. And you definitely need those higher torque motors. Sometimes I'm looking at these torque motors and thinking, more, I want more. So these bikes are transforming outdoor recreation, making mountain bikes more inclusive. But they come with their own set of challenges, including concerns about trail sustainability, which I covered in a couple of videos ago, where people were not happy with how the motorized e-bikes handle the trail, or how they like tear up trails a little bit more when they're trying to climb a hill with the back wheels spinning. And they wonder about how having faster motor-assisted bikes on the traditional mountain bike trails will work out. So some places are attempting to ban them. Some places, private places, have actually banned the mountain e-bikes, but most have not, as long as you fit within the category of what is a legalized e-bike. That said, there are many organizations that are trying to create guidelines to ensure that the trails remain accessible and well maintained for all the riders. The next category I want to cover is utility and hybrid e-bikes, which basically the catch-all for a lot of different things. Wow, a lot of trees down here. They're doing good cleanup. This is where the dogs usually bark at me. Yeah, they're still there barking. They're designed to be multifunctional, capable of performing well in the urban settings, on light trails, and even long distance touring. Well, this looks a little iffy to get by. And try not to get onto the grass here. I think there's enough space, barely. And I'm going to walk it through since I'm not sure. Alright, made it. Didn't hit anything. Utility e-bikes often come with attachment for cargo, car seats, and even off-road accessories. They blur the lines between road and trail bikes with features like wide tires for stability, suspension for comfortable, and multiple gears for handling terrain. That's pretty much what I have right now with my Aventon Aventure. The key here is adaptability. These bikes are built to do it all, making them a great option for those who want a bike that can handle both their daily commute and their weekend adventures. Therefore, whether you're riding to work, picking up groceries, hitting a gravel trail, utility e-bikes offer the flexibility to handle it all. Beyond the more mainstream categories, which we just covered, we're also seeing the rise of e-bikes designed for more specialized markets. This would include e-bikes being developed for riders with physical disability, providing them with greater independence and mobility. These bikes also often have custom seating, hand-operated controls, and other features to accommodate various physical needs. Also, performance e-bikes are gaining popularity, which is good and bad. They are not legally allowed for the most part on trails, but they're being sold to a lot of people who want the thrill of high-speed riding. The models have top speeds of over 28 miles per hour. These performance models often feature powerful motors, advanced components, which appeals to cyclists who prioritize speed and power. It's kind of funny that I get the speed and power talk as I'm speeding and doing some really good power. But this is downhill. So when you're going downhill, you go a lot faster. But yeah, I get a little nervous at this speed because I'm afraid I want to hit a pothole or something that's going to end up creating issues that I don't want to deal with. The last time I was down this area, you were not able to get out because there just wasn't enough road to drive on. There were trees down and I had to turn around and go back. So the trees, there was like 5 trees down here, so I'm not going to go that far. Let's try here. You can see here that there was a tree that was down that they cut up off the road now. So, but I'm starting off so slow. I'm not sure if I can make it up this hill. This may be iffy. Doesn't look like I can make it up this now. At least not today. You want to go forward any? Okay. Thank you. Okay, that was a bit rough. I was afraid I was going to tip over, so I was trying to be very careful. So glad I made it. You're always glad to make it. So in conclusion, the e-bike market is experiencing a period of rapid growth and diversification. With the rise of specialized e-bike categories such as the cargo, folding, mountain, utility, and performance e-bikes that I just talked about. It's expanding the possibilities for all different types of riders, and these modifications, these innovations, are making e-bikes more accessible, versatile, and practical for a wider range of activities, from just commuting to mountain bike riding. As we could look into the future, we can see that there will be continued evolution of the e-bike with even more specialized categories, driven by the advancement of the battery technology that we had just talked about just not too long ago, about how fast the battery technology is planning on increasing. They're going to get better materials on these bikes, and they were going to have smart integration with, your overall biking system, your phone, etc. So whether you're a city commuter, a mountain biker, or someone who simply loves exploring the outdoors, there is now an e-bike specifically for you. Take your time, look around, find the e-bike that's right for your needs. It's most likely out there now, and the future is only going to get more specialized and better overall for the e-bike community. I'm glad everybody joined me today for my little ride and talk about e-bikes. And if you like these type of random talks, short rides, and long rides, I have long rides too. Please like and subscribe. I notice I'm getting closer to 1,000, so who knows? I may hit 1,000 this year, but I wouldn't count on it. I don't put out that much content. But anyway, until next time. All right, bye.